We have found an effective way to grow your audience using Facebook and Instagram ads. However, if you have the wrong settings, you can be wasting a lot of your budget. Let me show you why. Hey everyone, Kevin Smullin with 2Q Lead Generation Strategies. We help real estate agents level up their marketing so that they can earn what they're worth. In today's video, what we're going to be showing you is an effective way to scale and grow your audience, but we want to make sure you're doing it with the most effective budget possible. When we run these ads on Instagram and Facebook, we have a dual purpose. One of our purposes is to show these video ads to a brand new audience that do not know the real estate agent. This is their first exposure. And what's going to happen is if they watch a certain percentage of the video, they're going to get pulled into an audience that we can just keep marketing to over and over and over again. Our second purpose is to keep showing the ad to people that are already part of this audience so that we build branding, name recognition, repetition, and demonstrate that they're the go-to agent in that area. Now, all of that is great, but what happens is if you don't have your ad settings correct, you can actually not be as effective with your advertising budget and waste money. So, with all of that context, here's the way that we recommend going about it to be most effective with your money. Okay, we're here inside Facebook in the ad account. And what you want to do is basically we set up two different ads, one going out to new people and one going out to the retargeted custom audience of people that we're tracking. So what we would do is we would create an awareness ad. You'll notice under awareness, one of the options is video views. And a lot of times we're using videos because they're great at capturing people's attention. So I would call this, whatever the topic of the video is, but just for the purpose of this, I'm going to call it test video. And then I always put new audience so that I know which one of these is going out to the new audience of people and which one is going out to the audience of people that we've already built up. Okay, now the special ad category is new. They've made some changes. So we're going to click here to categorize the ad. It's going to ask if it's about credit. No. It's going to ask if it's about employment. No. It's going to ask if it's about housing. Yes, they are about housing. It's going to ask if it's about social issues, elections or politics. No. And it is going to be about housing. So we're going to declare that as the category. It's going to default to countries. All of that is great. Now, in our case, we want to prioritize not the reach, but we want to prioritize people watching the videos. So we're going to change the performance goal to maximize through play. So a through play is measured as somebody who has watched 15 seconds or more of the video. The reason why that's a critical metric is because a lot of people, as they scroll through their phone, when the video pops up in their news feed, the video will start auto playing. And it takes them a couple seconds to figure out whether it's something that they're interested in, whether they want to keep watching or not. So if they can get to 15 seconds, I view that as that's the person we want to keep in front of because they're usually more interested than the next person if they're watching that long. So that's basically the way that we have that set up. Now, I'm going to skip budget and schedule for all of this just for the purposes of this, just to keep the video shorter. But what we'll do is we'll come down into the targeting section and target where we want to run. So you can target by county or by cities. You would just put in whatever geography of the ad you want to reach. So you can do that. And then you can come down here to detailed targeting and put in things that we know about people who might be interested in these types of videos. People going to Zillow, people going to Realtor.com, people interested in a first-time buyer. You can put all kinds of things of people who would likely be the type of market you want to go after. So I'll just use that for now. And then what we're going to do is if I left it as is, it's going to go out to all of the people that have that we've specified. But the big difference that I'm going to make is I have a custom audience set up of people that have watched any of our videos, at least one through play for the last 365 years. Now, the reason that I have that is because that's how we track the people who have watched these videos so that we can go back and market to those people again. But here's where we start becoming really efficient with our ads. So when I'm running the ad, let's say we back up. When I'm running the ad for the retargeted ad, the people that have already watched a video, I just call it retargeting. And then I'm not going to do any of the geographic targeting. I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to use any of these because the audience, very plain and simply, is that custom audience that I've created of people who have watched videos. And you can create a custom audience right here, right? So you don't have to even go anywhere to do it. But that is the targeting for this ad, very simply put. Now, with that being said, where we start getting into efficiency is if I'm running the one for the new audience, right, my ad settings are going to be different. So I'm going to come in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I showed you earlier. I might target people based on a county or cities or a radius or however you want to do that. I'm going to target people based on things that are real estate related, like Zillow, Realtor.com, as I just showed you, first-time buyer, etc. Now, once I've got that audience defined, what makes this ad different? See, you've got to realize that if I left it just like it is, that there's going to be some duplication, meaning that some of the people in my retargeted audience would also be defined by this audience. So the same ad is going to go to two groups of people. There's going to be some inefficiency there. So what I do to make sure this ad that's going out to a new audience is only going to a new audience, I am going to click on Add Exclusions, and then I'm going to exclude people that have previously watched a video, right? So by excluding the people that have already watched a video, this ad purely is going to go to new people, so that I've got one ad specifically going to new people only, and then a second ad going to people that have watched a video previously only. By doing that, there's no overlap, and we're able to get people watching videos very effectively and very consistently. What ends up happening, our normal statistics is with the retargeted ad, the people who have watched videos previously, we're normally able to get them to watch at least 15 seconds for around 4 or 5 cents a piece. It's incredibly inexpensive. For the one that's going out to new audience, where this is their first exposure, a common amount is usually between 8 to 12 cents. That's pretty normal. So for 8 to 12 cents, for somebody to watch 15 seconds or more of a video, that's an extremely inexpensive way to build an audience, and that's why we do it. But then we've got that secondary layer of tracking the people who have watched a through play, 15 seconds or more, and then continuing to show videos to those people to build the credibility, build the repetition, all of that we want to accomplish with the marketing. So by doing it separately, we get the best of both worlds of getting new people as well as maintaining the audience that we have. But we're making sure that for the budgets that we're using, it's only for new people and only for retargeting. And that's why you want to set up the ads this way. So if you found that helpful, please take a split second, click the thumbs up button down below. We would love it if you would consider subscribing to our channel. We put out helpful tips and tricks like this all the time to up your marketing. And again, we appreciate your support. And then finally, what you want to do next is